All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to DVDs, Nuts, and Popcorn. I am your host, the PMM, the Physical Media Mack, and I am back, guys. Now, we generally do about an hour-long video, show off new pickups, talk about movies that we've seen, maybe do an unboxing. Now, I ran a little bit late. My mother came over, and we had some discussions, spent some family time together, which is always a great thing. And so I'm not complaining about it, but she stayed over a little bit longer than I thought. So I'm going to try to cram this video into 30 minutes, which never happens on this channel, obviously. We always run long, but I'm going to try to do it 30 minutes, guys, because if you guys don't know me, I'm very habitual, especially on work nights. I go to bed at the same time. I sit in my chair to watch movies at the same time every night. My shower's done by a certain time. Extremely habitual. So we don't have much time. We're running out of time, guys. So I'm going to skip the brand new pickups, the new pickups. We'll save that for next week and do a big video. And we're just going to go over the movies that I've seen that you guys have already seen me pick up in recent videos or were sent to me in recent videos. And my man Cylord, aka Cylord, the only man in the world that quite possibly might like cyborg movies as much as I do, sent me a big box here of physical media. All right, now, first off, let's get to movies that I've seen of recent. All right, just randomly, let's take a grab bag. We're going to randomly select a movie. I don't know what it's going to be. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Total Recall 2070 Machine Dreams. Now, I might be lying. I think I was supposed to leave this off the list. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it off the list. I shouldn't have showed you that. All right, next up. I thought I got all the movies out of there. I think that's a recent pickup from this week, so we'll save that for next week's video. Next pickup. Okay, so this is an Amazon pickup from a couple of weeks back. Interceptor Force 2, starring the man, the myth, the legend, Oliver Gruner. Now, this is a 2002 film, guys, and it's a sci-fi essentials. Sci-fi can be bad, obviously. Now, I will say, I don't hate this film, but this film is definitely probably a bottom tier Oliver Gruner film for me. It's towards the bottom of movies that he's made. It's got some fun action in it. They're in the near future. An elite team of American soldiers must track down and combat an invincible shape-shifting female alien. Let's just stop there. That's where I have the problem. When she shape-shifted into a beautiful woman, I have no issue at all. But the CGI on the alien is so lame that I can't get past it, guys. It's a lame-ass alien CGI. After conquering a Russian nuclear power plant, the enemy now has the capability to rain down global disaster. Team leader Lieutenant Sean Lambert, played by Oliver Gruner, soon discovers to his horror that this interstellar menace also has a personal vendetta in mind. I guess her alien partner got killed by Gruner in the past. I don't know. It's too convoluted to even talk about. Bottom line is, really didn't enjoy this one as much as a lot of Oliver Gruner's other films. It's all right. It's going on the shelf because I'm a big Oliver Gruner fan. And yeah, that's about it. All right. Took too long with that. Need to move at a faster pace here. All right, so this will be quick. I talked about this movie in, I believe, the last video, and this is a really great buddy cop movie featuring Gary Daniels, who's this guy right here, badass Gary Daniels, and a guy that I knew nothing about who apparently does Eddie Murphy impersonations in every movie that he's in, but he's also a badass real martial artist, Chuck Jeffries. Now, okay, so this is all I'm going to say. I've already talked about this movie, how cool it is. The only thing, so when I talked about this movie, I had not seen like the last act. Now I went back, I watched the whole movie. The final act of this movie could have been the greatest final act of all final acts, or at least final scenes in a movie I've ever seen, but they blew it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it could have been the most incredible scene of all time. So, his girlfriend, is it his girlfriend? I don't remember. Let's say it's his girlfriend. His girlfriend, her daughter, the one he's trying to save, right? A woman, child, on the top of this building, chained to some pole. Dynamite is above them. Dynamite timer is ticking off. It's about to blow up. It's at 10, 9, 8. Here comes, I was about to say Oliver Gruner. Here comes Gary Daniels' character, flying through the air, kicking motherfuckers' ass, making his way towards them. 5, 4, it's about to go off. All of a sudden, you see Oliver Gruner flying through the air like he's about to do which I think he's going to fly through the air and do a flying kick the dynamite, and the dynamite will fly through the air far enough away and explode where they're safe. It would have been the greatest ending of all fucking movies. And he just lands there and cuts the cord or some shit. I mean, come on. A flying fucking dynamite kick would have been badass. So that's my only gripe about this movie, but I don't know. Third world problems. First world problem. What is the expression? I don't even know. I'm losing my shit. That scene made me lose my shit. Damn, did I pick this up? No, I definitely picked this up in the last video. All right, so we have Dead. I was about to say Dead. Yeah, DOA, the game, Dead on Arrival. Why do I feel like I'm fucking that up? Dead or Alive, not Dead on Arrival. Dead or Alive, the video game turned into a movie. I thought that this was going to be just okay. I really enjoyed this, man. This is a lot of fun. This is a 2006 film, so completely says F the 2000 curse. It's got one of my favorite, hottest babes in Hollywood, Jamie Presley, the redneck slut of a woman she plays in every movie. Actually, she doesn't play a slut in this movie. She plays an absolute badass. Former wrestler, by the way. And I think her character and a lot of the characters that are in this movie are actually characters in the video game. Also, Kane Kasugi, Sho Kasugi's son, plays Ryu Hayabusa in this, right? Character in the video game. You also have Eric Roberts, who plays the evil villain in this. And they also show, which I think is pretty badass, they show a Dead or Alive volleyball game where hot chicks are playing volleyball. And if you guys don't know about the Dead or Alive games, there was Dead or Alive 1, 2. I think they were both on the original Xbox. And they were badass fighting games. But then they came out with these real sexy volleyball games with the characters, the female characters from Dead or Alive, with like boob physics where the boobs would shake and shit. Real like M for maturity type of video gaming, right, guys? And but yeah, I thought this was really fun, man. It had a lot of cool fighting sequences, and yeah, man, a lot of fun, man. This is a badass little film. They go fight in a fighting tournament, like, you know, of course you guys probably know that, I'm sure. All right, becoming one of my favorite collections of all time, guys. This Terminator collection keeps on churning out unbelievable movies. It's uncanny, the films on this effing collection. The newest one that I saw is called Stormtrooper. We're not talking about no Empire Strikes Back, guys. We're talking about Night of the Cyborgs type of striking back here. Stormtrooper came out in 1998. It's directed by Jim Wynorski. If you do not know who this is, he's basically a protege of the king of B movies, which is Roger Corman, and he is basically the prince of all B movies, schlock, exploitation films, if you will, a true legend and mastermind of the schlockness. They should call him the schlockness monster. How about that? Now, most of you know him from directing Chopping Mall. What a legendary film. Carol Ott, the beautiful 5'10" and stunningly beautiful Carol Ott is in this movie. And we also have Corey Feldman playing a fairly small role, wearing a pirate's a pirate's patch for his eye. He plays a mercenary, one of the mercenaries in this movie. Now, Rick Hill is the leader of the mercenaries, and he's from the Deathstalker movies. I love Rick Hill in this movie. I think he does an amazing job. Real cool baddie. And Zach Galligan is also in this movie from Gremlins. I think he plays like a CIA operative or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, two cyborgs escape. Are they cyborgs? Yeah, they're cyborgs. Again, cyborgs. I love cyborgs. They escape this this lab. The one female cyborg gets killed off. The man cyborg escapes, fucks everybody up, steals a ninja motorcycle or a motorcycle, ends up at Carol Ott's house, which, by the way, this movie's two films. It's first Carol Ott's character and this asshole state trooper police officer who's verbally and mentally and eventually physically beating her ass, abusing her. It's really sad. And she ends up killing his ass. And then all of a sudden, this cyborg shows up, but she doesn't know it's a cyborg. She thinks it's somebody wounded. She's trying to help the guy. She had the backstory about a dead husband that's in a bathtub. And anyway, I like how someone talked about this film. It's kind of like Night of the Living Dead. They're in the house, bunkered down, and this mercenary task force and Galligan's character and the agency that he works for are trying to get into the house, kind of like Night of the Living Dead, but except it's these federal agents or mercenaries. That's it. I've talked enough about it. Definitely enjoyed this film. It's a little bit offbeat, a little bit different than some films, but I like it. I think the final act is really badass, and they do show some cyborg parts in the movie that I thought were really well done. All right, I'm trying to rush, guys. It's not easy. All right, now, I think Cyborg or Cylord likes to send me gay films, but this is actually this won Best Picture in 1969. I think it came out in 1968. Midnight Cowboy, starring John Voight and Dustin Hoffman. Now, listen, guys. A guy named John Barry has some iconic classic music in this film, but Henry Nielsen's song, Everybody's Talking, is played throughout this film, and I forgot about this song, but holy fuck, man, isn't this one of the best songs ever written, ever performed, ever made? And just so you don't mix the song up with another song, go to YouTube right now and put in Midnight Cowboy, and then put Everybody's Talking in. Midnight Cowboy, Everybody's Talking, and watch or listen to the music, man, and you'll be blown away. Most of you probably heard of this song. I mean, it's just as good as anything the Beatles did. Probably better, I think. And, wow, just an iconic music. And, you take this song out of this movie, and it'll be a shell of itself. I mean, it really, really helps this movie. Now, when this movie came out, it was probably really groundbreaking and shocking. It was supposedly supposedly showing off New York and the gayness and the seediness and the, you know, of the underground city and the clubs and all that stuff. But you know, today it's not very shocking, you know, 2022. But Jon Voight and Dustin Hoffman, unbelievable acting performances. The music, again, great. Songs, great. I just thought, you know, the story was a little bit pointless, especially the final act. I mean, will I ever watch it again? No, but I do respect the film. All right, that's enough of that. All right, so I believe, let me see. Cylord might have sent me this in another box. So I told you guys I wanted to watch Hidden Assassin with our boy Dolph Lundgren because of the fact that Ted Kotcheff, who is the director of First Blood, one of my favorite movies of all time, Wake in Fright, which is an unbelievable Australian film that no one ever talks about. He also did Weekend at Bernie's and Uncommon Valor. So, great pedigree. And so that's why I wanted to watch it. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit underwhelmed by the film, to be honest with you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good film. It's a competent film. It's got a lot of espionage in it. And basically, Lundgren's character and a guy from, one of the cops from Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, the bald guy, is kind of like his partner in it. And they got to go stop this assassin that's assassinating all these Cuban officials and stuff. And she's a female, this assassin, and she ends up being a handful. Like, she's literally like beating Dolph Lundgren's ass at one point in the film. It's kind of unbelievable. Like, Dolph Lundgren kind of looks bad in a lot of sequences in this movie. She's smoking hot. I'm a blonde through and through lover of women, you know, but for a brunette, man, she's sexy as hell. Some dance scene in this movie, she looks so hot, man. It's unbelievable. I don't remember what her name was. And it's too small to read the print. But anyway, yeah, a little bit underwhelmed by it. It's got a lot less action in it, more drama than anything, but it's a decent film. Some of you guys will like it. All right, so I decided I was gonna start collecting the 2000 and beyond, after 1999 train wreck Steven Seagal films. Me and Cylord were actually talking about this, and I said, stop sending me these films. He made like, I didn't realize he made like 10 films a year from 2000 to 2020. So that's what, 200 films? There's no way I can watch all these and have any interest in collecting that many Seagal films. I think I bit off a little more than I can chew when I said I was going to collect them. Just to give you a snap photo of this film, I'm gonna explain one scene, and this is like one of the beginning scenes in the movie. So Seagal is a cop, of course, right? A lady is found in the streets laying down with a bomb hooked to her breast. Okay, it's got 3 minutes on a timer, and kablooey, it's gonna blow up, right? Seagal decides, because of course he wrote this film, right, that the killer must be in the apartment building right across the street. So 30 seconds later, he's entering the correct apartment and is behind the killer, who is staring at a window at this point. Seagal kicks his ass, then kicks him out the window. They replay him flying, crashing through the glass, flying out of this window. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven. 13 fucking times, guys. They replay this. Why, do you ask? Because Seagal wrote the movie. Okay. Now, after he does this, after they stop showing this plethora of replaying, he gets on the radio and talks to the cop down, his partner down below, that's next to that by the way, he also found out the killer, before kicking him out the window, what wire do we need to cut? He said red. So now all of a sudden he says, cut the other wire. So he tells him to cut the other wire. It stops at 1 second. The day is saved. Then he says on the radio to his partner after this guy flies out the window, hey, this guy got the hiccups. Can one of you get him some water? That's it, guys. That's the end of the punchline. There's no joke to it. That's what he says. That's how this movie starts off. It makes no fucking sense. Hey, this guy got the hiccups. Can one of you get him some water? That's it. And by the way, he talks like he's black the whole fucking movie. And I get it. He's trying to be this New Orleans guy. But he's got the most annoying accent. He's like, let me see if I can read this in his black voice. Hey, this guy got the hiccups. Can one of you get him some water? That's how he talks the whole fucking movie. It's so effing annoying. This guy, you gotta watch his channel. I think he's called The Space Pirate. And he like makes fun of all his movies. And so if you don't know, Seagal does all these, he has stuntmen for everything these days because he's so overweight and out of shape. So in this movie, they act like he's some kind of genius at figuring out forensics and trying to figure out serial killers' motive and trying to track down serial killers. So this on the Space Pirates channel, he calls him Fatlock instead of Matlock. I fucking started cracking up. It's so funny. Anyway, there is some so bad it's good stuff in this film, but overall it's a pretty sucky movie, and it's full of a bunch of bullshit. There's stunts in this movie where one guy is holding him by the neck. I knew I was going to go long in this video. One guy's holding him by the neck in a bar. The other guy's trying to hit him with this bar. And they keep on showing, as he makes contact, they show Seagal, but it's just him standing there by himself. No one's holding him by the neck. And then it goes back to the behind shot where you see the guy holding him, and he's hitting him again. 3 times it does it. Then they show Seagal's face by himself. No one's holding him by the neck. It's got the worst stunt double shit of all time. All right, now, next up here. All right, you guys saw me pick up these screeners a couple weeks back. I finally got around to watching this trashy, ultra low budget films. I watched Dark Harvest, which is a 2004 film, and Dark Harvest 2, which, by the way, is a 2004 film. They didn't even wait a year to put this fucking shit out. Anyway, Dark Harvest, the first film, is so bad that it's actually entertaining. And, you know, you got to give the director credit. And, you know, I'm a big Killer Clown movie fan, and I'm a big Scarecrow horror movie fan as well. So I just like the whole setting next to the cornfield, and, you know, they're looking out the window and they're like, that Scarecrow is closer than it was before. He's moving closer to the house. Like, I love shit like that. And, but it's got some hilarity, and it's so funny. It's bad. The acting is horrible in it. The actual scarecrows look pretty pathetic, but, it's entertaining enough to, possibly watch it again one day. Dark Harvest 2 is an absolute train wreck. Oh, and by the way, Dark Harvest, no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the next movie I'm going to talk about. But anyway, Dark Harvest 2 has a 1 point something on IMDb. So they got it right. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's terrible. They try to mix like The Shining in with a Scarecrow film, in with Children of the Corn. They try to do all this different shit. It totally doesn't work. The film sucks. All right, last of those movies, and I can get to the pickups. I'm already running late. A movie that I showed you guys, another screener. And by the way, these screeners are badass, man. They actually show previews of movies coming out. They're like the real thing to me. I just, you know, owned by Artisan, you know, they call the 1-800 number if someone's caught, you know, someone rented this. You see that every once in a while, but, you know, well done, in my opinion. 2004 Hood vampire flick, guys. Okay, so IMDb had this at a 1.9 rating. This is not a fucking 1.9. I think this is actually so bad it's fun. And I don't know, man. It's like, you know, you got, I love the fact it's called vampires, like gangster called gangstas, but vampires are vampires. I love that. You got this ghetto community, right, where there's like drive-bys and drug dealing and gang banging and whatnot. And then if that's not enough, if that is not enough to deal with, then you throw in some fucking vampires. I mean, it's just it's the humility, right? So I'm not gonna go explain this because we're running behind on this, but I actually thought a lot of this was pretty hilarious. There's some funny fucking scenes in this movie, man. Some really fucking spit your drink out type of shit. I would recommend you guys check it out. I don't know if you can see it. It's bad. It is really bad, but it's fun, man. It is fun. All right, so that's it for that. Put that back there. I'm not breaking the window because I'll have to edit that, and I don't want to do that. All right, got a big box here. Let's get into it. I'll just break one window at the end. How about that? Lots of packing. Look at that guy, did a good job. All right, first off, so he knows that I like these cases, and but he sent me a bunch of bullshit movies in these cases that I have no interest in whatsoever. But this mother freaker came through. Look at this shit. Rutger Hauer and the DVD video cases that I love, Beyond Justice. And I have not seen this. A gripping cat and mouse thriller. An ex-CIA agent is hired to rescue the kidnapped son of a beautiful executive. The all-star cast includes Carol Alt, hell yeah, Omar Sharif, and Elliot Gould. Holy fuck, man. I think that's going to be cool. All right, next up here we have... All right, we got Eric Robertson. Oh, you know what? We got... Why is he not mentioned on here? Jeff Fahey, Pamela Gidley. We have Eric Robertson, Free Fall. But this also has... I recognize him from the cover there. Why am I forgetting his name? Who's the guy who's the Karate Kid's, oh, maybe he just looks like him. Oh, I guess he just looks like him. Is that Jeff Fahey? I don't know, I'm getting confused. Okay, yeah, he just looks like him. I was thinking this is the Karate Kid's, the Cobra Kai, y'all know who I'm talking about. The guy who was in Rambo movies. The guy who was in, Storm Chaser. All right, anyway. All right, so not bad at all. All right. He knows this gets no play in my house. I don't like shit like this. All right, but that's cool. He just wanted me to see. God dang. What kind of sticker they put on this? I don't know if you can remove those stickers or not. I'm going to leave it on there. But he wants me to check out the Terminator movies because he knows I haven't seen them. And I'm such a big Cyborg fan. I mean, I've seen them. I've seen 1, 2, and 3, but I've never seen after 3. So that's Terminator Genesis. Oh, God, we're about to get into some real Seagal shit. I don't know if this is the box, but look at this shit. Yep, this is the box, guys. At first, I thought it was a great idea to collect all Seagal shit. Now, I'm realizing it's probably not. All right, we have Fire Down Below in the snapper case. I already have this on Laserdisc. I don't know what year this one came out, but this is not a terrible movie. This misses the 2000 curse, actually. This is 1997. This is when he was still decent. All this movie's kind of ridiculous. All right, we have Out for a Kill. That's going to be... I think that's 2000. He's got the paperwork in there. And he's using this idea, the popcorn idea. Nice. All right, I'm not going to go into that. We need to rush through these. We got Against the Dark. Isn't this a movie that I saw? No, it's not. I've seen a movie similar to this. He's in so much shit. Against the Dark. This is a vampire film. I think Cylord said he saw this and it was terrible. I don't doubt it. All right, we got The Foreigner. If they think they can stop him, they're dead wrong. I got the feeling he writes all of this shit nowadays. That's why his movies suck. He's too involved with his movies now. All right, next up we have Black Dawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. He's the one thing that terrorists didn't plan on. Slow moving fat Seagal. All right, I was just trying to see who directed this shit. Steven Seagal. I don't know. Next up, we have Out of Reach. It's a split second between hit or miss. He is their only hope for escape. Billy Ray, Lansing, Steven Seagal, a former covert agent turned survivalist, takes on his deadliest case when he discovers the foster program he is using to help a young girl is actually a human trafficking network. Headed up by a deadly crime boss, the operation is worth billions, and the girls are sold and traded all over the world. Determined to put an end to the operation, Lansing must draw on his lethal skills to bring the network down. Now my throat hurts the rest of the night. All right, next up, Shadow Man. This motherfucker was in every movie ever made. Every bad action movie ever made after 2000. This one's bigger. Let's see. A Michael Kush film. Steven Seagal. Yeah, look, written by Stephen Collins and Steven Seagal. I'm telling you, he writes all this shit. Produced by Steven Seagal. Say no more. Next up, we have Fight for Fury. This plane looks so fake. It looks like it's made of fucking notebook paper, like a kid in class made this shit. It's made out of construction paper. What the fuck is this? Is this supposed to be a fucking stealth bomber made of construction paper? A flight plan to freedom. Oh my God. The schlock. Next up, we have a movie called Pistol Whipped. The guy who looks like Lance Henriksen, but it's probably not him. Yep, Lance Henriksen. Steven Seagal stars in this gritty, no-holds-barred action film. None of this shit has paperwork. All right, last of the Seagal trash. Of course, he's got to be with another rapper because being in multiple films with DMX was not enough. Now he's with Tretch from Naughty by Nature. What Seagal does in Vegas nearly destroys it. Today You Die. And it looks like it actually has a bullet hole in the movie. All right. Next up. By the way, check out my man Cylord's channel, man. Description will be in the link. A link to his channel will be in the description. Or I'll put it at the end of the video. Just click on the box at the end of the video. Go over to his channel and subscribe to my boy. My boy's always hooking it up. I know a YouTuber I'm going to send this to that really likes fan mail. She's going to be getting this very soon. That's from Mario. Mario, or via Mario to Steve to your boy, the Physical Media Mack. This is badass right here. Another one of these cool DVD video cases in tiger claws. I've heard him talk about this. We got Cynthia Rothrock, which I have not seen hardly any of her movies, but I know of her. They're fighting for survival in the new kind of jungle. Hide and seek has become its deadly game. This is Tiger Claws 2. Ooh. All right, man. Badass. Ah, you know how I like to open these up and look at these. Oh, I love looking at these. Oh, we got some movies back. We got some movies that I want on here. All right, I'm in a rush. I can't start salivating over that. And if Tiger Claws 2 was not enough, he sends me 3, baby. Hell yeah. This is badass, man. Jalal Mary. I'm not a big fan of his, but we'll see. I'm going to give him a chance in this movie. And of course, Cynthia Rothrock again. The hottest, most baddest chick on the fucking planet. Those are going to be badass. Then he sends me Terminator Salvation. Another Terminator movie that I've not seen, so I got to check it out. And then we were talking about this in the chat, how a lot of us have not seen some of the other Universal Soldier movies besides the first one, and they've made like 5 or 6 of these damn movies. So, and Van Damme's in a lot of them, which is crazy. Universal Soldier Regeneration. All right. And then we have Universal Soldier The Return. And that's got our boy who played, that's our boy, what's his name? Michael Jai White. All right, so that's cool. Look forward to seeing these. This one I saw at Goodwill and I passed on it. I'll probably have to send this to Mario. I don't see anything on here that I'm going to be down with. I'm not interested in a giant Daryl Hannah spider creature, to be honest with you. But yeah, sci-fi 4-pack. Not everyone can be a home run, right? All right, now to Laserdisc. I pre-opened and looked at most of those, but I haven't looked at these. But I will say, he kind of told me what he was going to send me. Oh shit, I'm ill prepared. I don't have, hold on a second. Oh, this is going to be a train wreck. This is going to be a train wreck, guys. I brought scissors for this, but I don't have them. They're at the bottom of the box. And I'm running out of time. What is it, 5:11? Mother freaker. Oh, God, I can't find the scissors. Let's see if I can find something. This is looking bad. This is looking really bad. I'm going to have to use keys. Look at that. Like a true pro. I'm going to show it off my address there. I want you fans stalking me. You know how popular I am. I have people at my door wanting autographs. Can't see my... Ow! Goddamn! Pull a muscle in my hand. Ow! Ow! What the freak? Man, wish I had cyborg hands. That would never happen. God, it still hurts. Motherfucker, I really did pull a muscle in my hand. How do you open this box? This is the stupidest box I've ever seen. Just gonna tear it open. All right, looks like we got 2 laser discs. You guys know what a fan of laser disc I am. Come on. How many minutes are we at? We're at 40. God, we gotta hurry up. All right, let's just pull one out of here at a time here. Oh, shit. So he sent me Tiger Claws 2 and 3 on DVD, and now I got Tiger Claws 1 on Laserdisc. How badass is this? Unbelievable. This guy, I think his name is Bolo Young. Bolo Young. This guy here, he's a badass in all kinds of films. He was in friggin' the Bruce Lee movies. Enter the Dragon. He's been in all kinds of movies. He's always played Van Damme movies. He's in every fucking kung fu karate movie. Martial arts movie. What am I trying to say? All right, next up. Wow, this bitch is factory sealed too. Now I think he got these on Blu-ray. Got some really fancy editions. So he didn't care about this Laserdisc anymore, but this is badass. Talons of the Eagle. Now, this also has our boy... Why is his name not on the back of this? Doesn't have his name, does it? Not Jalal Murray. Murhide, James Hong. Oh, Matthias. Matthias Hughes. It has Matthias Hughes in it. Right there in the back. But anyway, this is badass, man. Factory sealed. So Billy Blanks. I never knew that he made real action movies until Cylord told me, like, I don't know, a couple years back. I always just thought he was the exercise guru. I would see his friggin' exercise videos at Goodwill's all the time. But I never saw any movies, any action films at I don't know why. I don't know if they're rare or what. Here in the States, I don't know, but I just never see him out in the wild. But he's made all kinds of films, and he's a badass. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. All right, guys, that's it. Cylord hooked it up. That back there. I'll break a window. All right, guys, I'll check you out in the next video. I'm the PWM, the Physical Media Mack. Good luck out there finding whatever physical media that you're looking for, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out!